Ryan Gosling apparently has said, "Hey man, I want to be in Star Wars,"
Oh man.
and
Oh,
I am completely down with Ryan Gosling in Star Wars. So next stop, a galaxy far, far away, Star Wars Starfighter is officially in production, directed by Sean Levy, and that's going to be really dope. Got Ryan Gosling headlining this
mm,
cast. The film is set to premiere in theaters May 28th, 2027. I'm sure we're going to be around the building for that one.
oh yeah, we
And
are.
good thing from the notes, it says it takes place about 5 years after the rise of Skywalker. But don't worry, this is completely separate from the Skywalker saga. So, Jen, this is where your expertise will come in as we move on through this. Also, we have a few production pictures. Um,
Man, look at
Ryan
that.
Gosling sitting with our guy there. Ah, man, where's the cast list? I got somewhere. But the vibe is supposed to be more like, oh, Flynn Gray. That's
Glenn
the
Gray.
character of the kid. But listen to this cast. You got Mia Goth, you got Aaron Pierre, Simon Bird, uh, man, uh, Jamel Weston.
Yep.
This is Amy Adams. Did I say Amy Adams? I said Amy Adams, but I'm gonna say it again.
Amy Adams.
She's in this, and the vibe is supposed to be think Top Gun, but in space, which is a wild thing to consider. So Jen, before I ask my first question, you have your hand raised.
So Sigourney Weaver is also in this. She was at Star Wars Celebration. She surprised all of us. For those of you who are watching for the first time, I was actually in Tokyo this year at Star Wars Celebration, literal boots on the ground. One of the best things I've experienced in my life. Yeah, when she came out, we had no idea she was gonna come out. Same thing with Ryan. They just showed up and we were like, I'm sorry, what? But yeah, Sigourney Weaver is also in this as well.
Yeah, and
Oh,
the
What
fact
is
that
Aaron
this
Pierre not
separate,
gonna be in, dog? He is
what
really hot this year, bro.
the fact that he's in it now, he has Green Lantern to
Mm-hmm.
look forward to. So this man is dabbling in DC
Mm-hmm.
and Star Wars
we just
at
need to
the
get him in
same
Marvel.
time.
Mm-hmm.
We just need to get him in Marvel.
So Jen, Jen, I think I may have asked you the first question. I'm gonna throw this one to Doc real quick.
Go for
What
it.
excites you about Ryan Gosling stepping in the Star Wars? Ryan Gosling and this whole cast really, but it's more specifically for this question, Ryan Gosling stepping in to the Star Wars universe.
Well, first of all, what doesn't excite me about this? Everything excites me about this, dog. Dude, it's Ryan Gosling is about to be a Jedi, and then you
Well, no, no,
tell
no,
me,
no, 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 no.
No, he's a
He's not a
starfighter.
Jedi.
whoa.
He's a starfighter.
He's
So
a starfighter.
in this movie, I don't think we're going to get that. That's going to lead to a few of my other questions. I think this is going to feel more like Rogue One
So okay,
than
Mhm.
Return of the Jedi,
then
sort of
Return
thing.
of the
If that
Jedi.
makes any
Okay, well
sense.
that's understandable. But to tell me, because Top Gun is one of my favorite, airplane movies. So to give me Top Gun and Star Wars, I'm there for it. And so I'm excited to see how it's going to be shot. I'm really excited. Y'all know me. Everybody should know me by now. I'm really excited for the music. I know that sounds weird to most people, but I'm really
Oh no,
excited for the music.
same. I am a person that depending on who the composer is for a film, I will just go watch a film because of the composer.
Yep, because of the music. Yeah.
Exactly.
And so and I want to know, like, how is Aaron Pierre going to play a part of this? If they're going to be like partners or are they going to be enemies?
Dude.
So I'm curious, and I don't know if you've seen any of Ryan's latest films, like The Gray Man and all the stuff that's coming on Netflix, bro. He has really been putting in the work, like for
So
real, for real.
let me
He
jump
has a
in.
new one coming out that I really want to see.
Let me jump in real quick.
Go.
Ryan Gosling, I know he played a character in this movie, and I guess his character may have done this in real life. But I've been a Ryan Gosling fan since Remember the Titans, and I can tell you
Yeah.
one reason why.
Yeah.
This man had enough wherewithal to be like, I'm getting torched out here.
Yeah.
Put Petey in, man. Like the fact like that,
Idiot.
like the fact that he was like, Coach, we need to win this game. I'll
Yeah.
take over the team. I'm getting torched out here.
Yeah.
Pull me now.
Get
I'm a
me.
liability. The fact
Yeah.
that his character, and he was the only character that sort of got along with him at the beginning.
Yep.
Ryan Gosling from there on, and then my favorite Ryan Gosling movie is Drive.
Very interesting film.
I don't know if I could imagine him like that in this, because Drive was kind of ruthless, but
Yep.
hey, he's the driver, man. It was a good. I still want that jacket with the scorpion on the back, man. But I'm so excited to see Ryan Gosling in this. Huge
So
fan
have
of
you
Ryan
not seen
Gosling.
Gray Man yet?
I have not, but I've seen the majority of his stuff up until what.
So in my
was the
mind,
most
I'm
recent.
thinking the character from Gray Man, dude, you really got to go see this film. So I'm thinking about that movie mixed with a Ryan Reynolds movie that's also on Netflix, where he's like from the future and a fighter pilot.
Oh, I saw
I'm
that.
thinking about combining those movies. That's what the character I'm thinking is going to be for him for this film. I think it's going to be awesome.
So Jen, here's the question I was going to toss to you. So
Go for it.
do you like seeing the franchise sort of step away from that Skywalker centered story into something, I'm not gonna say more grounded, because we are in the Star Wars universe, but something that doesn't involve, I don't know, we don't know if it involves Jedis or not. But if I'm looking at it or I'm thinking about the premise, I don't see any Jedi in it. So how do you feel about them stepping away from those stories and like, hey, here's something new for you?
I don't have a problem with it personally, and because of how long Star Wars has been around, we are going to be, by 2027, it's going to be the 50-year anniversary. So at some point, we do have to step away from the Skywalker saga. I mean, those stories do end at some point. There is an ending for it, and there are tons of other stories we can do. In Star Wars, and with gratitude to Andor proves that.
Mm-hmm.
And Andor seasons 1 and 2 were extremely successful, and within those there was no Jedi whatsoever, none.
Mm-mm.
And it's one of the best shows that's come out of Star Wars, and that has been made. So you can really go anywhere with this, because at Celebration, the director did say, because he was asked, what can you tell us about it? And he confirmed that they were ready for pre-production, and it's starting this fall. So they're starting to film this fall now. They gave us a date, May 27, 2027, where they're going to drop it. And according to him, this takes place right after the Battle of Exile, after episode 9 in the movie series. So it's a new period in time we haven't seen, with whole brand new characters. So this can go in a variety of ways. They could go the route like Andor, where it's a different story with a different character after the events of that battle after episode 9, because we have people who were in the rebel forces. People are going to break off after everything is won and that everything is done. But then you still have these little factions of the First Order that are probably still around. I can definitely see Matt Smith being the villain in this.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Look at him.
Like, well, here's the other thing. Like, I feel like Matt Smith, like among other actors, gets typecast.
Typecast, yeah.
To play certain characters. It's like with Christopher Lee. Christopher Lee was always the villain. Gary Oldman, he plays a lot of dark characters, but then the good characters. But there's a few actors out there I feel that sometimes get typecast. Aaron Pierre, as an artist, can play anything. So I could see him being a buddy to Ryan Gosling's character, however that worked out, being part of the Resistance. I can also see Aaron Pierre playing some form of a Jedi or a Force user if they wanted to bring a Jedi in, because Jedis are still around, especially because we have Rey. They gave us little hintings of other Jedis, but then if you look at the whole story overall, we still have other Jedis out there. We especially with the Ahsoka show, we have Ezra Bridger still out there, Cal Kestis from the video game. They're still floating around. There's some Jedis around. So you could do a Jedi in this, because the Star Wars fan base, my brethren, I don't know why we are so fickle. There's a percentage of us, not including me, but a percentage of us That's like, if there's not a lightsaber in this is not my Star Wars. I'm like, oh, okay.
Man, get out of here with that.
Right.
Because Andor, like you said, Andor proved that. And the first few
Andor proved
seasons
that you don't need it.
and the first few episodes or seasons of The Mandalorian prove that too. Like
No,
it's like
and
which
that's the
is
brilliant
good.
that's the brilliant thing about the Mandalorian. Where if you want to bring someone into Star Wars, you can introduce them to the Mandalorian, and they don't have to know nothing.
And that's exactly how my wife got introduced. Like
See?
she had not seen the trilogy, the original or the prequel trilogy.
Yeah,
We watched The Mandalorian together. She loved it.
yeah.
Then we went back and we watched them in order. And
Because
she
you saw
anything that
baby
comes out now.
Grogu, and you're like, wait, there's a baby Yoda.
Yeah, it's a good intro. It's a fantastic intro into it. But this leads me to it too. And this is a question for both you all. Doc, you can answer first. Oh, you can go first. Should Star Wars keep making standalone character-focused films like this, or return to the more epic saga storytelling?
Excuse me. Star Wars can do what the hell they want to do. Period.
This is what
As long as they making good movies and good TV shows.
But this is something that you prefer. We've seen a lot of we've seen a few standalone things. We've seen the Skywalker saga. Should, in your opinion, not what they're gonna do, but in your opinion, should they keep making those standalones?
It's called entertainment. It's called content. Yes. Why not? Like Jen just said, there's so many other stories out there. Why not tell as many as you can? Especially you got great writers, you got great actors. Why not? You know what I'm saying?
Look how bold this cast is. This is a very bold cast.
Yeah.
These are not just brand new actors off the street. These are seasoned actors who have been here more than 5 minutes. The fact that they all are coming on board for this project, and some of them just being announced for the first time, meaning that they just concluded contract negotiations and then announced it, since Celebration happened in April versus now. They have a lot of confidence, which for me as a fan, and as you all know, if for people who really know me, it doesn't take much to make me happy at all. So it doesn't. So for me, I'm just like, yay, yes.
I will. I'll answer too, because I think those standalone character focused films are good entries. Like we just talked about The Mandalorian. I think that's this movie like this, even like Rogue One, was a good entry for some people too. So I think is saying like, but granted, it was connected to the larger world, a larger universe.
Yep.
But at the same time, that intro into Star Wars, this could be somebody's intro into it with Ryan Gosling, Amy Adams, Aaron Pierre. And I think if they focused on stuff like that and they flesh out the universe,
yeah,
in my mind, I think, okay, we can come back to that epic saga telling with something with these newer characters. And that's a Star Wars for a whole new generation. Or even a Star Wars that, you know, we have the prequel, original, and then the ones recently to be there. And then we have this that could start something with a whole new universe. We can tell a whole new different story. I think that's where I'm at too. I love the entertainment, but all the storytelling always ends up back to the Skywalker or that Skywalker saga to a bit where I'm like, yeah, go ahead, Jay, but let me finish one more line. Always sort of rounds back to that. Like even Mandalorian, we still got Luke, which was a dope scene. Having Luke back walk through, and then we get young Luke again the next season. That's how I would love for them to weave that stuff together. Mandalorian, new character. How do you insert him into this universe? So let me audible a little bit. Even if you have that universe, let's take the Mandalorian. Let's add him to it. Let's take Ryan Gosling's character. Let's add him to it. And then it just expands from there. Because that's what I'm looking for. It might sound very Marvel-esque, but I think it's something that'll be a good entry point for a lot of people. Jen.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there is a point where we do have to leave the Skywalker saga, because there is a point where we've told all those stories. it's coming and we have to move it.
Mhm.
And on top of that, the original actors are getting older. Mark Hamill doesn't want to do Luke anymore. Um he's done. And de-aging from a production standpoint is very expensive, especially as
Extremely.
that technology gets better. And now that we have AI and how AI gets into the mix, it is very, very expensive. So at some point, we do have to move away from those characters. With all that said, there are going to be appropriate times where, yeah, you can loop in the Skywalkers, because still, even though
It's
like with
legacy.
it's legacy, and with the
Mhm.
timeline that they announced at Celebration, Leia and Luke are still around.
Mhm.
They're still here. So, like what they did with Luke in The Mandalorian, you also have to make sure that it's the right story and you don't overdo it. Because I had these discussions in other fandom rooms when it came to Andor, and we brought up, I was like, well, what if we saw a Jedi? What if Luthen is actually a Jedi? Or what if Vader shows up? We've had those conversations, and there are very differing opinions. There's a percentage of my brethren that says, yes, we want this. And then there's another percentage like, no, it's fine. Leave it alone. I don't want to see it. So with all that said, there is a right way to do it. We need both. Because, like I've said on the show before, I would love a series or a movie on freaking Bail Organa, because that man is a goat.
For
I would
sure.
I
You
would
sold me on that, Jen. You sold me on that.
For those people who missed that conversation, let me enlighten you. Bail Organa, when he dies, the Emperor has no idea that he was part of the rebellion or the resistance. He has so many connections in the underworld that they all protected him, including pirates and huts. This dude, he's such a goat. Anyway, another one you could do is Mon Mothma. And those are technically other legacy characters that you can
Mhm.
go back to, that also ties into Star Wars, because now that we have been blessed with beautiful Vivian, who played Leia superbly in Kenobi, I can see her coming back when she's old enough to take up that character if they want to do more stories with Leia. And we still have Leia's daughter, Miss Bobby, who has portrayed Leia in episode 9. They did Carrie's face on her
Oh,
daughter.
that's for sure. Yeah.
So we can still get some Leia stories, but again, it has to be done right. You just, because there's that danger of overdoing it to where you'll just, like, the whole fan base will be like, stop doing it, and that's not what we want.
Yeah, especially with the you get that fine line, because I think we've talked about it when we talked about Flash Doc, of like bringing characters back.
Mhm.
You right you walk a fine line there too. And like Jen said, the de-aging
It's
technology
expensive.
is getting better, but it also will be more expensive as well. I still think the best de-aging is Robert Downey Jr. in, what was it, Civil War? Do y'all
Mm.
remember that? Like he put on
Ooh,
the
yeah,
it was at the beginning of the
Oh
movie.
yeah.
I think it was
yeah,
When he
Civil
was giving
War?
the speech at MIT.
He was giving the speech, yeah. Like
yeah.
that may have been one of the best de-agings I can remember seeing. Jen,
General Tarkin in Rogue One, and
you
that's
like that one? You like that one?
Oh no, because like I had no idea to expect him in this, because no one really knew what the Rogue One story was going to be. So the
Mm-hmm.
fact that, because that actor passed away a long time ago, so the fact that they
For
found
sure.
another actor who looks very similar to him and can do the voice, but then still do a face fake or a deepfake, whatever it's called with correct terminology, on that actor, eh, like, for me personally, my brain exploded. I went, how did they do that?
Yeah, that one was good. They did it in Blade Runner. They've
Mhm.
done it. Obviously, we had Leia at the end of
Yeah, and
of
that
that
one
one.
was really good.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
just, but
sold.
it just gets to a point where, like, oh, should we or should we not? Leia's Carrie Fisher's since passed away. What's the respectful thing to do? If you get the estate and family involved, very similar to Paul Walker, right? Like his brothers played the rest of that role for Fast Five for him,
Yeah.
and it was done very tastefully. So as long as it's done like not just like as a moment or a gas moment, or I can't believe, like just for
Yeah.
craps and giggles, I think we'll be fine. But I am looking forward to this. Yeah, we have young Luke on the Mandalorian. That's the best season. I'll say it's the best he ever looked.
That is
He
the
looks better there than he did on the Mandalorian season season finale. He was polished so well.
Oh,
Uh,
there's a story for that, but that will be here
oh,
way
Eugene, I think I know this. I think if you're talking deep fakes and CGI, I think I know that story too.
Oh
So,
yeah, no, like it's so no. I mean, granted, what they did in the season finale of season 2, I still cried. I cried like a baby,
for
because
sure.
that's basically the Luke Skywalker the fans have wanted for years, was Master Luke Skywalker.
How dope
So
would that? How dope of a series or a mini series would that have? Could that? Oh, rabbit holes, Jen. Side missions, people. We're on track here.
See,
We're on track here. Hold on one second.
sorry.
So,
I'm
one more thing from that one.
Yes.
From Starfighter.
Oh my God.
Obviously, we saw the stellar cast on this one. I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, we're all Star Wars fans here, and especially if you're giving me a new story, new characters. I didn't think about this until Doc said it. Ryan Gosling and Aaron Pierre, like as buddies. Boy, if Doc knows one thing about me, he knows I like buddy comedies, boy. Buddy action movies. You give me a buddy action movie any day of the week, I am there for it. And these two, with the charisma that they have together,
Oh yeah.
I really, really hope there's not a bad guy, good guy situation here, because I want to see them play off of each other. Like this is what we should have had more of with like Harrison Ford and Billy D. Like this could be that for this one. But man, Star Wars is I can't wait. Next May is next year is going to be a big year.
Yeah,
Wait, not next year.
2027.
27. My bad. 27. Yeah, I'm already ready for it.
Which is gonna be dropping for the 50th anniversary.
Hey,
of
your
Star
boy
Wars.
ATO in the building.
Hey,
What's good,
yeah,
dog?
what's up?
You know what? He actually showed up at a fantastic time because we just finished our talk about. So, Jen, did you have anything else about Star Wars before we move on? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Oh no. The only other thing I was gonna say was like no, the date that we actually got from the director himself at Celebration was May 27, 2027, which is the year 2027 is the 50th anniversary for Star Wars. It's a big year. And Celebration is gonna be off the hook.
Yeah.